Hello, Facebook land. How's it going? As you can tell, not in the regular surroundings today. We're actually at 5,800 feet up here at Haven House. And it's 12:30, so it's still time to discuss it with Drake, right? So welcome to episode number 49. And today's topic is actually going to be kind of another time when it is your yard equipment ready for spring? Yes, it's not quite real estate related, but the yard equipment is to help you keep the house that I've sold you up to date and looking nice and have some nice curb appeal. So speaking of spring, my daffodils have started blooming. I'm very, very excited about it. I've got about 500 in the ground and I'm hoping to, quadruple that. I try to plant 100 to 200 a year. My first tulips have actually pushed through, and my hyacinths are actually also starting to come through, which is actually kind of fun because I've never actually planted bulbs before. But up here, the cold and the snow definitely is good for them. And I've got one patch of snow that's still holding on, but that should be gone in the next day or so. So spring has sprung. So it's another quick one today. Before we get started, remember, if you ever miss a live broadcast, just go over to YouTube, type in Drake's Real Estate TV, and hit subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. So as spring finally starts to arrive, there are likely a number of tasks around the house that you're going to be kicking off in the next couple of weeks. And whether you're more on the lawn or prepping the garden, which is what I'm always doing, or refreshing the flower beds, it's time to break out your equipment and get to work, right? So one question though is all of your yard equipment actually ready for spring? Of course, this is going to vary from where you live in the country. Some of us actually have to mow our lawn all year long. So if you're like a lot of people, at the end of the year, you just clean up your equipment and throw it into storage, right? Well, if you don't do anything else with it though, actually this can actually shorten your equipment's lifespan and increase the likelihood of a breakdown during the busy spring period. So before you dive into all those spring tasks, I'm going to give you a few things that you should do to keep your mowers, your blowers, your tillers, and everything else running smoothly. Yes, I'm still looking for my snow blower. Desiree, you said you were going to get me one. So, number one, change the fluids. So when was the last time you actually changed the oil in your mower? And how old is the gas in your trimmer? So as spring arrives, you should really start your equipment out with fresh fluids. Not only will this ensure that your engine is properly lubricated, but when you start your various spring tasks, it's also going to help you prevent problems that can result from old gas breaking down over the long winter months. So, and then of course, depending on the equipment that you use, it's also a great time to lubricate other moving parts or grease any bearings that might have dried out during the time that it was in storage. So just check your owner manuals to see if there's any other type of fluid or lubrication recommendations for the equipment while you're working on your spring prep. So if you can't find the owner's manual, you know what? Just check the website. Everything is online nowadays, right? So don't forget to sharpen your blades. There are many pieces of yard equipment that feature blades or other cutting surfaces, and they can get dull as time goes by. And in some cases, even pick up a little bit of rust over the winter, depending on where you live. And of course, this can cause, erosion problems and serious problems heading into the new year. Just uneven cuts, distribution problems, unevenness in the blades. So before you fire things out for the first time this spring, just spend some time sharpening those edges. It's a smart thing to do. Of course, not all blades can be sharpened. Make sure that you're checking for cracks and other signs of damage in the blades, because some of them can't be buffed out or sharpened. And if a blade is cracked or damaged, replacing it is probably just the easiest thing to do, because cracked or damaged blades can actually break while under stress while you're using them, and that can cause damage to your machine or injury to you, right? We've all seen those things. So hi Tasha, hi Kim, how's it guys going? So, of course, the cost of a new blade is still small, a small price to pay for staying safe around the house. And then you have other maintenance equipment, depending on the equipment that you use. So just, just check the filter, the oil filters, check the fuel filters. Spark plugs. I remember the Edger, having spark plugs on it. Just check them now, and that way you can take the year off and start the year off on the right foot. And if you use electric equipment, make sure that you test charge any of those batteries to make sure that they can still hold a good charge after being in storage for the winter. Don't forget the water hoses too. Some of them tend to leak when they've been stored for a long time. So you want to check those, any nozzles and sprayers, just clean them, remove the dust and other gunk that sometimes accumulates. So anyways, if you find that there's more to do this spring, you also might want to consider hiring a landscaper. That's always fun, or a professional to cover some of those normal spring tasks. And who am I hiring? Well, I'm hiring a wood splitter because I've got plenty of wood down there that still needs to split so I can use it in the fireplace next fall, y'all. So next week is episode number 50. So anyone that shows up during that episode, I will send you a private message because I'm going to send you some lotto scratchers as a celebration of me hitting number 50. So anyways, that's all I have for you today. Please don't keep me secret. I really do appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in. If there's a topic you want me to cover, please just let me know and I get it on the calendar. And until next week, have a great week. Be kind to one another. Don't forget to live, laugh, and my favorite, love. Until next week when we see each other, contact Drake for Homes. All right? Thanks, everyone. See you later.